You happy, mate?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, we might as well just roll and see what happens.
Just roll and see what happens. Yeah, we'll keep that bit in.
Yeah.
Jamie Hanratty, good morning. Welcome to the studio. Welcome to Liverpool, although you were here yesterday. And welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Yeah, it's good to be here.
You're the co-founder of Ludi. You improve collaboration for engagement and product teams. You've been doing that since August 25, formerly Metro Retro. And it's the best online whiteboard for engaging engineering teams. You've got a background in agile software delivery. I'm literally on your LinkedIn now.
All right.
From product management, product owner, BA, QA consultant, loads of experience, mate. But
I've tried them all.
Yeah, tell us a bit more about yourself, what you're up to, and then we'll get into the product and a bit more about you, I think.
Yeah, so as you said, co-founder of Ludi. It is at its heart an online whiteboard, but it's not just a vanilla whiteboard. We're trying to provide a space or carve out a niche for delivery teams, engineering teams, product teams, to collaborate together, and in a way that they can imbue their personality of each team member into their meetings, sessions, workshops. Where do I go from there?
That's all right. No, don't have to go anywhere. So what was the spark of inspiration? Well, you say co-founder, so I'm assuming you and one or two other people thought insert other whiteboard solutions, digital whiteboard solutions are not cutting it for us.
Yep.
Yeah, what inspired it?
So I've used whiteboards nearly all of my career, particularly in the product parts, because I found that they are the best way to get people to tell you their version of things. Yeah. Even if you're transcribing on the whiteboard, it's a visual thing that everyone can look at rather than having that, that cliche of like, if I think of a circle, you think of a red circle, I'm thinking of a blue circle, different sizes, different shapes. If it's up there visually, everyone's seeing the same thing and can say yes, no, or change it. And I've used online whiteboard tools for years and years and years, all sorts of them. And the story is my co-founder saw me struggling with many of them in the 20-teens, I guess it was, so 2015 onwards, trying to do lots of clever things with them, emulating what you do in real life.
Yeah.
And he spent his evenings and weekends building sort of a prototype of like, I see what Jamie's doing in his workshops and what he's trying to do. And he built the first version kind of in a hack day with other people. It targeted only retrospectives. And it was just a hobby tool. And he found out months later that friends were using it at other companies, like real places with real teams and real projects.
Humans.
And so in 2019, he quit his job and went to make it a real thing. And then he thought he was doing well until 2020 March when COVID happened.
Yeah.
And all of his charts went like this. And he kind of went, whoa. I think he said 10,000 signups in a year before that, and then 10,000 signups in a week.
So from 10,000 signups overall in a year, to 10,000 signups in a week. Wow.
Yeah. And we weren't working together.
Paid for or free?
No, this was free.
Okay.
So it's a free product at this point. We weren't working together at the time, but we'd worked together for 6-8 years before that. And he kind of rings me up and goes, Jamie, help. He'd always been the sort of engineering lead on our projects. So I was product. And then his fiance, Lisa, was a delivery manager, scrum master, project manager, all of us wearing different hats. And the three of us, he goes, I think we've got a business here. Help me form it, shape it, do the product stuff, but take on some of the co-founder business things as well. And so that's how we are here today, 5 years later. We were a free tool for quite a while because we wanted to move from just retros into basically any session that engineering teams have and help them with it basically, especially in a remote environment. A lot of teams now are remote, hybrid, even in-person teams are using Ludi. Yeah. So they're sitting together using the tool, talking, having great discussions, using the tool to facilitate and run those sessions together. So yeah, it's really cool to see.
What's the story behind the name?
So the name's Latin, comes from Latin. And Ludi or Ludi Co is the Latin word for like a public spectacle, a game, entertainment where you sort of come together to enjoy a thing. We used to call Metro Retro until August, and that's like the old Ron seal, does what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
It's a retro tool. But because we were expanding, because we were moving beyond retrospectives, we were hitting kind of a barrier of, especially that first reaction of people going, oh, it's a retro tool. And we're like, yes, and those conversations were just getting in the way, providing a bit of friction. And so, yeah, we create a space where it's fun and engaging to meet together, to come together to work, put a smile on each other's face. It allows each team member to, as I said, imbue their personality into the session in a digital tool. So it's not a video game, but there are video game elements to it that allow, you're not just working with person 1 to 9. It's that person with their funny take on this, or that person with their sharp opinions. And they can work that into the tool, into the sessions.
Oh, brilliant. From a product management / ownership point of view, I know you're the co-founder, but the question will make sense when I get it out. We always talk about, as in the Agile community, always talk about like the pure product manager starting it from scratch.
Okay, yeah.
Has, ownership of it. Can do everything that everything that the course tell a product owner or a product manager should be doing. It feels like you've had that opportunity to really build it from more or less the ground up. How has that felt from not just a co-founder point of view, but from someone who is maybe not, I'm putting words into your mouth a bit, but worked in bigger organizations where you are a product manager in title, but maybe you're not really the product manager and you don't have all of the decision-making authority. What's that been like, been able to build it from this idea into what it is now?
Yeah, that is a great question. I hope I can do it justice.
It's a long-winded one, but
no, it's a really good one. And you're right. In the past, my product roles have been, and I think I was a bit more dogmatic about what product should do in the past. I should be doing product things. And I was given project management things and planning tasks or roles, and being like rubbing up against that a bit too much. But now, as you said, as a co-founder, you kind of have to do everything. It is very almost scary that when you're in an organization, it's your product role facilitating or discovering, and you're working with a team, and you may have someone above you who you're co-working with on decisions, and then ultimately, it's the CEO.
Yeah.
But you're that entire stripe, apart from, say, engineering or things like that. So I balance product discovery with customers, with sales, with customer support, customer success. And you learn a heck of a lot starting a new business. A lot of things you don't want to learn, don't care about, but you have to, and you have to do it well. And you learn more about yourself in that role that you thought you were. And I think my role is transformed a little bit into, it was always facilitation. I found that a really, really key skill for product work. And kind of something that I picked up myself. Yeah. I personally think in the product Bibles, they don't talk too much about facilitation.
No, but you are right. However, and it is a however, not a but, it's coming up a lot more recently.
Yeah, okay,
in the real world, and when people come and talk on here, facilitation seems to be a bit
coming
of
up and up and up.
Yeah, and I get it, because there's a difference between, if you're watching these episodes back to back, I apologize because I've literally just said this, but there's a massive difference between running an event and facilitating. And I think in the past there's been a lot of, I run the events, not facilitating the events. So you're right.
And a lot less knowing when to imbue or portray your opinion, rather than sit back and let others have theirs, even if you disagree with it.
Yeah.
Let it come out. They're talking for a reason. You have to listen, you have to engage, you have to understand them, because also, selfishly, the next time you talk to them, they're going to remember, oh yeah, he listened to me. I'll give him time of day. I've always liked collaboration that's like whites of the eyes collaboration.
Yeah.
So getting people together, the people, whether they are in your team or outside your team, or a customer or someone that feels far flung, but if you can pull them in, get them to work on it and understand why you want them to work on it.
Yeah.
That for me is the essence of good collaboration.
I like it. I've got to ask this. I think you were prepared for it. What does Agile mean to you?
Good Agile that I've seen and that has helped me, particularly in a product role, is producing like short, sharp batches of work. Short's maybe not right. I think sharp is better. Focused pieces of work, because short is a relative term, and it means, it sounds to some people that you mean, get it done as quickly as possible. Whereas in some organizations, that's a day is not possible, but a month is possible, and it's short to them. But sharp and focused, I think, is a great way that that Agile helps in producing product increments for the end customer, the user, whatever, the change in the world. I think when used correctly and when I've seen it used well, it helps do that.
Oh, what about when it isn't used correctly? You should have seen that one coming.
When it doesn't, I guess the biggest issues I see is Agile being something that the tech team are doing, and I'm product, and I'm maybe sitting between a business and tech team, and the business see, they're Agile. Everything that I think is wrong with the tech team is going to change and improve from the business. And then Agile comes biting back at the business because it's raising questions and things that the tech team maybe haven't done before, and they haven't maybe communicated properly, and there's a bit of friction there. And the other issue is like, no, say if you're in a Scrum framework, we have a 2-week thing, you can't insert anything here.
Yeah.
Just tell me how much of an emergency it is. And it's you're butting up against people immediately because of a framework rather than pragmatism.
Yeah. Did you find, or do you find building Ludi now that you're sort of doing it just being agile just naturally, because that's just the nature of a starter?
So we're 4 people.
Yeah.
There's myself, 2 engineers, and our creative lead, who does everything in the design space you can think of.
Yeah.
So, there's slots missing there for team members, so we have to do whatever we need to get done. And our planning, we take the Agile principles, we work in what we call cycles. Our cycles, we determine on practicalities, dates, release dates, like we're aiming to do this product increment. When do we think we can get it done? What's the shortest stripe through it? Have we validated or had customer discovery interviews? Have we had feedback on this? So we don't use a applied framework.
No.
But everything, I think if you watched us work, actually, maybe you should come in one day and watch us work and give us tips.
Well, I was going to ask you, are you documenting that? Because I always think about Basecamp, and they sort of came up with their own
shape up.
Yeah, and I mean, it's their own, but it's sort of taken bits off the shelf from a lot of different things, and it feels like you've got a case study or a way of working there that might.
It certainly works for us.
Yeah, and that's all. I think but I think you've hit the nail on the head there. It works for you.
Yeah.
And you're probably, I imagine, I don't know, you're taking bits and bobs from different things, as it should be.
Yeah.
Like a pick and mix and going, well, we'll try that, we'll ditch
Completely.
that.
I think, so we're in October now. I think in January, my co-founder, who's the CTO, was like, I quite like Shape Up.
Yeah.
I said, I like the ideas of it. I don't know too much about it. He went away, did some homework and said, like, here's, did a lunch and learn or whatever. And here's the principles. What if we took like ABC from it? And we had a discussion, and I was like, what about this? What about that? Do we actually know what the discovery, or is it the shaping part of it means? I can't remember. Do we know what this means? Or are we just taking a 2-week calendar timeframe and doing the same thing? And we do things like backlog refinement. We don't use story points.
Well done. Big tick in the box there.
But in our tool, we do have templates that are interactive to integrate with Jira, and for teams who use story pointing to use it. What we were trying to do was improve on what they might be doing at the moment, or a free tool they're using that is very good. We're trying to just make better ways of working, and I think the best way you do that is nudge by nudge, rather than wholesale change. And teams can come along and go, oh, you're an online whiteboard, sure. Oh, you have a template for this, sure. And you're like, yeah, okay, but try this and see why this, and this create a better experience for the team in that, 60, 45, 90-minute burst that you have in a focus session when you need everyone engaged. That's kind of our ethos.
And thinking about the people who will be listening, watching, however they consume this, how have you gathered customer feedback, insight? What are the practical tools that people could learn from you?
Yeah.
As someone in the trenches, so to speak.
Practical tools, I mean, getting in your email or your customer support tool and writing as you to the customer, like on a, what do you call it, an honest basis. I'm the co-founder. I don't know anything about this. I would love to hear from you what you do in your role in your organization. Can we have 30 minutes to chat? Yeah. That's not a tool, but that's a technique, is your tool.
Yeah.
And that has been amazing, just having those personal conversations. Tools. So like chat support, man the chat support yourself. I do. My response time is about 3 minutes. Like Intercom shows you the calculated average. I talk to every single person who talks to us on chat support, and I go, "Hey, I'm the founder," and they're like, "What?"
Yeah. Are you a bot?
No. Yeah. And then we use tools like PostHog to do product analytics, but also they're building loads. Yeah. They're quite impressive. Things like little pop-up surveys. If you want to do NPS, that's in there. You can do feature flagging, all that kind of stuff. We're finding it quite useful and exploring more and more of that. For recording conversations, for instance, if you ever want to make material like this, Riverside, quite good.
Yeah.
We use that, yeah. I use TLDV a bit for that as well.
What's that, sorry?
TLDV is, they have lots and lots of funny memes on LinkedIn and Instagram. But it's a video recording tool that transcribes, and it's the magic, I guess, is the talk to the AI after the sessions.
Okay, yeah.
So I think they aim at salespeople, but it's what's the pattern between the calls? What are people asking for? So you can ask things that if you were to root through all the material yourself or make notes would take ages. Yeah.
Cool. What have you learned about yourself on this? Is this the first company you've co-founded, founded?
So this is the first product company.
Yeah.
Prior to this, we had our own consulting agency, delivering software and doing, I guess, like agile product delivery consulting.
Yeah. Sounds familiar.
So it's the first product company. What have I learned about myself?
Or just about the world of delivery in general. You don't have to go too deep with it.
Yeah. It is amazing, the highs and lows. It's every 10 minutes. I'm not joking, 10 minutes. You can be up here and then you can be down here. And give yourself enough ways to collect, not just feedback, but collect sentiment and understand how people feel using your tool. Our tool's quite emotive, and a lot of people use the word love all the time. Team love it. I love it. We love the last session. And it's amazing to hear that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you need to give yourself enough points for them to be able to say that to you. And that's a key thing. Don't just use like number surveys. Give people an opportunity to talk to you, whether it's written or whether it's in person. And those moments are what fuels you. Fuels me.
Yeah.
Understanding that it's real people in the world. You can look at charts and numbers all day long and see 1 million, users here and 500,000 page views or whatever. But it's the actual person who goes, this really helped me with the last retro or planning session. I saw a different side of my team that I haven't seen before. When you get that feedback, that removes all the previous lows from the day. But the next day you have to start again.
And how have the team, how are you marketing it? How are you getting the word out there? Obviously you're doing this, but which will hit about 2 people. But I'm joking. How has that journey been? Are you a group of natural marketers?
No.
Okay. straight for the jugular there. No.
We are product builders.
Yeah.
And there was a bit of an expectation of like, build it and they will come, build it and they will understand, build it and they will evangelize themselves, which has happened in a great way.
Yeah.
We were a bootstrap company and none of us had marketing skills. So we were on a heavy journey of learning it, or learning what to do and what to bring in experts. Word of mouth. So I think for the first 3-4 years, we spent 0 money on what you would classify as advertising or marketing. We did a website, we had LinkedIn profiles and things, but we spent $0. And word of mouth was insane. I would say about 90% of our new active users was word of mouth. Obviously, SEO, searching was the other part. And that word of mouth has really kept up. But that's part of being an emotive product, I think. I don't think you'd have that if you were the world's best form building product. Maybe there is. But, things where you just get on, you just do a job, even if it's the best in the world, you're just kind of doing it. Yeah. When you have a collaborative experience, there's 10, 20, 5 people there who experience it together. And if you can help with that, I think it sticks in the memory.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's the, or at the moment, if there is one, what is the North Star for?
So our internal North Star is actually collaboration minutes on a board.
All right. Okay.
So 2 or more people on a board at the same time.
Okay, yeah.
So we kind of don't care about, we measure it and we monitor it and we help them, but one person being in the tool a lot of time using it, if they're diagramming and things, great. Yeah. But for us, the North Star is collaborative minutes. So we check that. We're going to do more on it. Going to do more to understand it. It's funny because you don't want a team in there for 8 hours a day. Maybe something's going wrong there unless it's a full day workshop.
Yeah.
But if they're spending 45 minutes instead of 60 because they managed to end the meeting, technically that's going to look worse on our metrics, but it's way better for them.
Yeah, more value. Yeah.
Right. 15 minutes back or not overrunning the session, getting everything done. But it's a good metric for us.
Cool. What's next for you personally, professionally? Anything else on your mind that you would like to?
Next, I guess, is professionally, it's the getting the word out about Ludi. We were like a lot of people I talk to, for instance, at the conference yesterday, say, oh, we're Ludi. Used to be called MetroRetro. And people go, oh yeah, I used MetroRetro. So there's a huge brand recognition there.
Yeah. For
retrospectives. It's getting the word out for Ludi. And what we've done for retrospectives, we're trying to do for every other session that teams have. Watch this space.
Yeah, I think, getting some, I'm just trying to think of how one would get the word out there for it. I suppose it's getting people to start talking about it. Like, I've used this today. Blah, blah, blah.
And it's, the other part, I guess, is not assuming that we know everything just because we did a very, very good job for retrospectives. Planning sessions, customer collaboration workshops, backlog refinement, one-on-ones, project kickoffs. Each of those sessions, even though they're collaborative, and even maybe the same people have a different aim, and we want to produce the best experience for that. And we can't assume that we know what it is.
There's like a bit of a tagline, isn't there? Brainstorming now. See, collaboration is not just for retrospectives, or Ludi, not just for retros.
Yeah.
Yeah, I quite like that. Where can people find out more about it? Where do you want people to go? I always ask this, but just to double check, it'd be that camera. Where can people reach out to you? Where can they find out about the business? Is there like a freemium version? Basically, mate, anywhere you want people to go and plug down that camera and go for it. Yeah.
So the website is ludi.co, ludi.co. Go along there, have a look at the website. There's kind of videos and examples of how to use the tool. There's a 30-day free trial. If you need longer, of course, talk to me. Message me on the support chat and I can give you longer.
You've given it away now. They will be talking to you.
So it's free to sign up. It's really easy to get your team members inside. Take a look at the templates. A lot of them I've built or our team members have built from experience of running these kind of sessions. So we haven't just sort of copied the templates that are out there and exist in the world and everyone knows. It's our experience of what's the best way to run that particular type of session.
Yeah.
And with little tweaks and humorous things on those.
Cool. As always, the links will be in the description. I implore you to go and have a look. Any final thoughts, mate?
No, it's really cool to come up to Liverpool to see you guys. The conference yesterday was great.
No, thank you.
Met lots of great people there.
You weren't too cold, no?
No, it's fine. I did bring a big coat.
Yeah, fair. Bring a big coat. Thank you, Jamie. Pleasure.
Thanks, Jack.
Learned a lot there. Thank you very much.
Cheers.